everyone, my name is Heather Diaz. I'm known as Hike and Loved. I am 31 years old. I'm turning 32 in July. Yes, I'm a Cancer baby, look a little crabby, extrovert like Michelle, and currently I live in Santa Cruz, California, but I am born and raised from Houston, Texas. H-Town, what's up? And I sound like a dork, I know I am. I had a brief stint in San Antonio for like a year, and then I moved back to Houston, made some mistakes, sounds, like any typical teenager. And then I finally went to Austin for a year and a half because I went to grad school. I really wanted to go to UT, the third time's a charm. And then after grad school, I realized that I needed to get out because I couldn't do school. Like, it was just too much. So I graduated in a year and a half. So yeah, I graduated grad school when I was 22. It was during the recession. And then I moved to San Francisco and I lived there for about 5 years. And I was managed to get a job, and I worked in advertising. And it was like, didn't think I would fall into media, but I know with math. So I accepted the job offer. Of course, took a lot of hustling along the way, because that's what you gotta do when, especially you're not from, like the area you want to live, but also, I'm Mexican, and my mom immigrated here to America, and my dad's parents immigrated. I think grandparents immigrated too. Regardless, though, we all had a ancestry one of hustling, trying to do whatever they can to make the best, make sacrifices for the children so they can, but it was said, I had no contacts in the industry, and I had to find the contacts and build them and seek that. So it took a lot of hard effort, and I got there, and then, and then met my boyfriend. So not single, sorry guys. I'm sure I'm just not getting girls anyway, but regardless, and my boyfriend and I fell in love, met online. Then we decided to do the PCT. We backpacked over 2,200 miles, the Pacific Crest Trail, if you haven't heard about it. And then we moved to, came back, didn't want to live in the city, then decided to move to Santa Cruz. I thought it was going to kill my career, but I decided, you know what, I fought so hard. Moving to a city based on my college, my education. I was like, this time I'm gonna move where I want to move, and I'm gonna make it work, and I did. So it worked out. So it was awesome. So that's where I am now, and I'm still amazed of my stories. It's based on hustle, like my spirit, my passion. I believe that has to do a lot with my parents, trying really hard to make sure they're doing their best for us to have a good life. And that's a lot of sacrifices they made I might not realize, but, I feel that's passed on to me and my siblings. And, I'm really thankful to have that, so I can be here, feel positive, inspired, even though right now it's, April 4th, 2020 with the coronavirus. It's a lot of not a lot of good things out there. And so I'm glad that I'm in a very comfortable spot, that I can, be happy, and know that everything's gonna work out in the end, and know that. One thing is just kind of living my day by day, but actually knowing that, it's another thing. So now I'm here, and what I want to do, and I wrote notes down because that's who I am now, because I wanted to create content based on, I guess maybe just in case there's anything that others might want to find relatable, because I'm 32 and Mexican, I'm first generation Mexican, and I feel like there's a lot of things that I just don't relate to. And one book inspired me was American Like Me, and there's shared everyone's stories, the first generation American stories, and I felt like we all felt the same, and we all grew up not finding relatable content. We all love the same shows, we all love Full House, Step by Step, but we love that because that's all that's there. So, and then as I've been trying to listen to more and more content, I felt like I related so much more to people of color, and I just, even though I felt so close, I feel like there's something missing, and that maybe it's up to me to create that content, and maybe fill up the gaps in case there's anybody that they needs a secret outlet, and maybe they can lean on me, my story, and feel like, and maybe together, if you want to reach out to me in chat, we can do something great together, because you know, we're not alone. There's a lot of people just like me out there, just like you. And I think that's how we're going to be more successful, just having content out there that we can relate to, that we can lean into, use it to as something to support each other and to keep pursuing our dreams and keep being as positive as possible. And then also a little thing about that is that, like, yes, I have no children. Yeah, what do you know? I'm Hispanic, no children. That's why the first time my mom was really happy I don't have kids. More because I live in California and it's like really expensive. I would just die. I don't end up gonna die, but yeah, that would be, I would figure it out. It means you're gonna figure it out, but still, I'm just thankful I don't have that. That's not one thing that's not over my head. But your kids, good for you guys. I love kids. My sister has a cutie pie. I love her, and I live through her, through my niece. But yes, but I'm just glad I don't have that, and so I can produce content because I have time. Another thing too, I guess I'm going to talk about my things I love to do. So right now, like I said, I work in advertising. So one of the things about that is that this is not going to be salesy or anything like that. And because I'm in this space, I know what to believe, what not to believe. And sometimes I do fall like I'm a sucker to some things, but then I quickly realize that, wait a minute, like I'm falling for the advertising again. Like, dang it, my industry rules again. Aside from that, I work in advertising, fun things to do. I really love, right now I found a new love in weightlifting. I love it so much. There's something about just lifting a bunch of weight, feeling so strong, and feeling so empowered, because I don't get that anywhere else. You know, I do feel it like in a relationship, you know, at work, but it's just something about, like, you know, lifting a PR, like whether it's like deadlifting 260 pounds, like there's some sort of satisfaction to that I can't get anywhere. And to start the day weightlifting and walking out feeling so strong that I can take over the world, it's something that I haven't been able to find elsewhere. So that's why I've been started to love that so much. But of course, with the coronavirus, we're limited to what we can do. So I'm working with the weights we have at our house. But onto that, and also I love cycling. With cycling, I commute to work via cycling, which I'm so lucky to have that opportunity, which I am aware of. I also do it for fun on the side right now since I'm working from home. That's what I've been doing, trying to find time to cycle 10 miles a day. Maybe at least 9 to 10, however, at least 5 times a week. Been doing that, and then I love to hike too, which is why I'm hiking left. But right now it's been really hard to find time for hiking because of the coronavirus. Beforehand, we were trying to save money, and we're trying to save low. We're also really busy, so that had it to be we had to hold off on that. It's a bit frustrating, but you know what? The mountains are always there, so we'll come back full force whenever we have the opportunity. And that's how me and my boyfriend actually kind of met, with the premise of going to hike. So it's something so special to us that we did the PCT together. We've backpacked over 2,200 miles side by side. So it has a deep meaning in our heart, and I can't wait to go back into that. Not extreme, through hikes. Road like this. Maybe for a week or something. Maybe I can do it in 2 years or something, but not in time, the next few months. But still, it has a meaning to us. And beforehand, I was a runner. As people, the common phrase is I was a cardio bunny. And I did that, but I loved it because I grew up in Houston, and that's all we had was running trails or running in your neighborhood. So that's why I fell in love with that, and I was good at it too. So I liked basketball a lot, but then I found out I was better in running. in regards like to you know, when you're in high school, it's like freshman, JV, varsity. For basketball, I think it was like sophomore, JV, varsity, whatever. But I had a chance to be a JV basketball then, but for cross country, which is long distance running, I was able to get varsity, so I just ditched basketball. I was like, I'm gonna go to running because I'm good at it. I like to do things that I'm good at, right? So I did that, but then I just kind of fell out of that because of hiking. That changed everything, and then now my knees are kind of back after running 40-50 miles in concrete when you're like 16 or 17 years old, and like a freeze, the very first edition, that like destroyed my knees, and so that's why I just kind of just stick to cycling, weightlifting, because it doesn't hurt at all, and then also I kind of wanted to shift away from this really skinny knees, these really skinny legs, because like my legs are naturally skinny because I'm 5'10", that's the other thing too, I'm 5'10", yes, 2 inches from 6 feet. And my legs are naturally skinny, so I just got really tired of that, and I really want to build my body. I'm just so tired of that, and those pictures, and I mean, I love my body for what it is, but I really want to make something different. That's why I got away from that too, and but still, no matter what, being 5'10", your quads are they always look small compared to other people, but whatever. That's the reason why I reduced this, because I'm 5'10", like, I'm sure there's like some tall girls that can really, yeah, it's just one of those things. And also, other thing too about me is that I'm a dork. I don't really see, like, I see some like people trying to come up a dork, come off that way, but I haven't seen like anybody my color that can pull it off without trying to be too revealing. I'm just me. This is what I wear. I don't even really wear shorts because I get a bit uncomfortable. I think whenever I wear shorts, I can just like hear my mom be like, "Are you sure you're gonna wear that?" But in her Mexican, in her voice. Sometimes when I respond to things, I might say in a country tone, the wrong tone. That's what I usually do. I say things the wrong way, and I'm just like, whatever, get my point. Yes. But yeah, so I just wanted to do that, and let's see, what have my notes here? Yeah, so regarding this content, what I really kind of go through is that I'm kind of learning about what I want to produce, and that goes along to what is successful, what's not. But one of the biggest things, like I said, I'm 31, turning 32, it's like millennial category, I'm Mexican, first generation American, 5'10", and you know, that kind of has a lot of ways of how I dress, what strategies I have regarding like how I want my body to look. So that goes into like what exercises I want to do, like what I want to eat, like, and my clothes I wear. There's a lot of things that kind of are different based on that. And when I realized when I was online that there wasn't, like, I was looking at, you know, gym clothes like reviews, and none of them was like my body type, so it's really hard to figure out what works. And then I have like a large back, and I think that's something that I know my mom has. I don't know if it's like something that's like Mexican or whatever, but like a large back, and you're 5'10". Like, I can make sure I have some gym recommendations for you, clothes recommendations for you, but so we'll just see what happens. That's what I kind of wanted to go towards, and maybe that my perspective is something you would prefer to watch than another typical, like, not to hurt, like, say bad content, typical white blonde chick stuff. I've seen so many content like that. I'm just like so over it. I'm like, I want someone just like me out there. Maybe making myself look better. Myself or yourself or whatever. Anyways, so that's about me, and I really hope you like the videos and other content, and if there's anything you want to see, please let me know. Looking forward to this, and